Hello everyone, welcome to Good English. In the previous video, we learned how to identify a subject and a verb, and that in order to make a sentence right, the subject should be in agreement with the verb, or the sentence becomes wrong. In this video, we are going to see how to make the subject in agreement with the verb, that is, how to make the subject and verb match so that a sentence becomes right. So let's get into it. The general rule is that if a subject is singular, use a singular verb. And if a subject is plural, use a plural verb. That sounds so easy. But the challenge is how to find out if a subject is singular or plural. There are some simple standard rules that can help you. But before getting into the rules, let's see how to make a singular verb plural. Making a singular verb plural is not that complicated. How do you make a noun plural? We add a s or es, right? For example, boy, boys, girl, girls, house, houses, glass, glasses. So we've added s or es to the nouns to make them plural. It's just the opposite when it comes to verbs. To make a singular verb plural, you have to remove s or es. In other words, for singular verbs, you add s or es. For plural verbs, don't add s or es. For example, bakes is singular, bake is plural. Walks is singular, walk is plural. Washes is singular, wash is plural. Cries is singular, cry is plural. Runs is singular, run is plural. Writes is singular, write is plural. Now we've learned singular verbs, plural verbs, and let's not forget the basic general rule of subject-verb agreement, which is for a singular subject, use a singular verb. For a plural subject, use a plural verb. Let's see a few examples. The girls study well. The girls, the subject, is plural. So we have to use a plural verb, which is study. So the girls study well is the right sentence. The cat drinks milk every day. The cat, singular subject. So we have to use a singular verb, which is drinks. So the sentence, the cat drinks milk every day, is right. The babies cry a lot. The babies, plural subject. So we have to use a plural verb, which is cry and not cries. So the right sentence will be, the babies cry a lot. Now there's an exception to this rule. When the subject is I or you, although they're both singular, we have to use the plural form of the verb. So you have to really keep in mind that. Example, I like cycling. I is singular, but we've used the plural form of the verb, like. You work so hard. You is again singular, but we've used the plural form of the verb, work. Now, if there's an auxiliary or a helping verb in your sentence, the subject has to agree with the helping verb and not with the main verb. The helping verbs are, in the singular form, we have am, is, was, has. In the plural form, we have are, were, have. Examples. He's watching a movie. They are watching a movie. They were at the park. She was at the park. She has been working well. They have been working well. I'm going to the market. Now, am is used only with the subject I. You know what a pronoun is, right? A pronoun is a word used instead of a noun, like I, you, he, she, it, they. Indefinite pronoun is a type of pronoun. For example, everybody, nobody, anybody, somebody, anything, anyone. everything, nothing, something, someone. Indefinite pronouns usually take singular verbs, so you have to match indefinite pronouns with a singular verb. Let's now see a few examples. Nobody comes to class on time. Somebody is eating my cake. Everyone looks happy today. Nothing seems to be okay. Something is missing from my bag. So far, I guess it was pretty easy. Things are going to get a little complicated from now, but not to worry. Just pay attention and practice always in the right way. What if the subject in your sentence is a compound subject? Now, what is a compound subject? A compound subject is a subject with two or more subjects that are joined by the words and, or. And or are conjunctions. Now, the rules for and the rules for or are different. Let's take up the conjunction and first. Two or more subjects joined by the conjunction and will take a plural verb. Example, Tom and Jack are playing. Tom and Jack, two people, so plural. So we have to use a plural verb, are. So Tom and Jack are playing is right. The girls and boys study well. The girls, plural subject, boys, plural subject. Together, it's plural, so we have to use a plural verb, study. But there's an exception to this rule. Suppose it's a compound subject, that is, two subjects joined by and. But if the two subjects suggest one idea or refer to the same person or thing, then the verb you have to use is singular. I know it sounds confusing, but with examples, you will be able to understand things better. The captain and coach is doing a great job. Here, captain and coach is the same person. So, singular subject. So, we have to use a singular verb, is. Now, how did we know the captain and coach is the same person? Because the article the was not repeated. Now, articles are a and the. We use them before nouns, right? So, if an article is repeated, that means they're talking of two different things or two different people. Here the article is not repeated, so they are referring to one particular person. The novelist and poet was given an award. The novelist and poet, one particular person. How did we know? The article the was not repeated, so we consider it singular. So we have to use a singular verb, was. Another example, bread and butter is what I eat for breakfast. You don't eat bread first and butter later. You eat it together. It's a meal. So you consider it as singular. So you have to use singular verb. Now let's talk about a compound subject joined by the conjunction or. If both the subjects are singular, then use a singular verb. But if one of them is plural, then you have to use a plural verb. Let's see some examples. My sister or brother is coming with me. My sister or brothers are coming with me. Neither the chairman nor the directors are present. Neither the chairman nor the director is present. So that brings us to the end of the lesson. Hope you've got a fair idea on how to make a subject and verb match. Keep in mind the rules and keep practicing. Bye for now.